do you have a new year resolution? And do you always achieve your new year resolution? Or it's just remain as a new year resolution and you just wait for the next year resolution? New Year resolution. New Year resolution. I know we have all heard about New Year resolution, and maybe we have already keep our New Year resolution, and I know we all know about New Year resolution. And simply, when we talk about New Year resolution, we talk about the new commitment of the new year. That's simple about a New Year resolution. But the question is, do you have a New Year resolution, or is everyone having a New Year resolution? And do you always achieve your New Year resolution, or it's just remain as a New Year resolution and you just wait for the next year resolution? So today I want to teach you about the steps to the achievement of your New Year resolution, the steps to your achievement of your New Year resolution. And here I come with a definition of a New Year resolution, or simply beginning with a resolution. So instead of taking a New Year resolution as just a plan or just a commitment of a new year, I can define resolution as a declaration of your intention. And that takes me to the first step, that is declaration. So declaration. Now you see here, it's not only about making a decision to become somebody, not only about planning to do something, but it's about declaring of that particular person, of that particular plan, of that particular commitment. It's not saying that I am going to be great. It's about saying that I am already great. It's declaring that particular thing that you have decided to attain in that year. So one of the very first steps to your achievement of the New Year resolution is to declare that particular thing that you have kept as your New Year resolution. So you just don't say I will be brave. Instead you say I am brave, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am kind, I am honest, I am this kind of a person. You declare it out because it starts with your declaration. Now we see in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 17 says, anyone who is joined to Christ is a new being. The old is gone, the new has come. You see, so even in the Bible, we are told that anyone who comes to Christ is a new creature, and the old has gone. So you don't have to define yourself with the past year experience. You don't have to define yourself with the past year situation. You don't have to define yourself in this new year as how you were defining yourself in the past year. So now, as you have decided to become somebody, that's who you are, and that's how you're supposed to define yourself. So you say I am brave, not that I want to become brave, but I am brave, as long as it's already a new year and I know that I am now brave. I am smart, I am great, I am beautiful, I am handsome, I am this kind of a person, and all those things. So you declare, because declaration facilitates creation. Declaration facilitates creation. So as how you declare, you create. You declare, you create things to come into a reality. You see, when you declare something, your mind starts thinking that you are already that thing, to the extent that your mind starts to fix you into that kind of environment. There are places that your mind will tell you that no, you can't be in this place because you're not of this type anymore. You're this kind of a person. There are things that your mind won't let you do because you have declared to become a new person. So it will force you to do otherwise instead of doing that thing, because it has been tricked to know that you're not more that kind of a person. You're not the alcohol person. You're not the smoking person. You're a new person. You're a godly person. You're a Christly person. So declaration facilitates creation. That's number one. You declare. And number two, as step 2 that can bring achievement of your new year resolution, is documentation. So we say resolution is a declaration of your intention. Now we ask, what are your intentions? Most of us forget our resolution. So like if you're declaring and say, I am brave, I am strong, I am healthy, I am great, and all those things, and the next day you say, I am great, I am strong, and you forgot the rest. And the next day, I am great, and you forgot the rest. And the next day comes and you don't remember anything. Why? Because you didn't write, you didn't even document it. So it's important to write your intentions. It's important to write your new year resolution, because if you don't write them, you'll forget them and you will never achieve them. So even in Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2 and 3, it says, the Lord gave me this answer: write down clearly on tablet what I revealed to you, so that it can be ready at glance. Put it in the writing, because it is not yet time for it to come true, but the time is coming quickly, and what I show you will come true. It may seem slow in coming, but wait for it. It will certainly take place, and it will not be delayed. Now here we see in Habakkuk, they are told, write it down clearly. You may have the resolution that will come to pass on September, but if you don't write it, then you'll forget it in January or in the early days of February, and it will never come to pass. So it's important to write your resolution. It's important to write your plans, your commitments, the things that you want to attain in that new year, because if you don't write them, you'll forget them. Now the Bible is very clear. It says it may seem slow in coming, but wait for it. So it may happen in December, it may happen in November, but if you don't write it, then you forget it, and it will never happen because you forget about it. So it's important to write, and if you write, it's how the clarity comes. You can't have clarity if you can't even write it and put it in a piece of a paper. In fact, clarity of something begins when you write that particular thing on a piece of paper. Clarity of something begins when you write that particular thing on a piece of paper. So that's number 2, documentation. Number 3 is make it a character, or we can simply say characterization. Make it a character. Make it a character. Most time we make new year resolution out of excitement. We are excited because it's a new year, and I want to make a new plan because it's a new year. I want to have a new car, I want to have a new house. We just make all this kind of resolution out of excitement, and that's why we just do it in the first day, and the second day, and the third day, and we just get lost. The excitement is over and we cannot do it anymore. If it's about fitness, we're doing exercise on the first day, we're very excited, very motivated, the first day, second day, third day, and when the excitement is over, you just leave. You can't go out again and do exercise. Why? Because your resolution was out of excitement. Now you have to make it a character. Listen, a character is the ability to carry out a resolution long after the excitement of the moment has disappeared. I'll repeat that again. A character is the ability to carry out a resolution long after the excitement of the moment has disappeared. So it's important to have a character, and not make a resolution out of excitement. I've been asking myself, why most of us make this resolution out of excitement, and I realized that it's because we want fast results. We want, if we make a New Year resolution, we want to attain it on January, we want to attain it on February, and wherever. We make a fast results. We want fast results, and that's not a good results, because in Proverbs chapter 13 verse 11, the Bible says, money that comes easily disappear quickly, but money that is gathered little by little will grow. You see, here he is showing us that it's important to have a progressive results over something. It's not good to aim on fast results, because fast results is not a good results. In fact, the fast results are temporary, but the permanent ones come with progress. The fast results are temporary, but the permanent ones come with progress. So it's important to give your results time, to give your achievement time, to give a realistic idea, a realistic plan, a realistic insight, a realistic commitment. Don't just keep your plan unrealistic. And that's bring me to the fourth step, and that's planning. Planning, because when you just have an idea, it's easy to think that I can achieve it fast. But when you keep it as a plan, when you plan about it, that's where you understand, this needs progress, this needs time for it to be achieved. So planning is important, because a resolution is an idea of something. A resolution is just an insight of something. So planning is important, because it's going to give you step-by-step instruction of how to go about that idea, of how to go about that insight, so that you bring it into a reality. In Luke chapter 14 verse 28 to 30, it says, for which of you intend to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it, lest after he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish, all who see it begins to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. You see, so planning is very important, because if you keep your own resolution and not being able to finish it, then people will start mock you that you started an idea but you didn't finish it. So it's important to plan, because plan gives you a step-by-step instruction of how to go about something. Now, the only tool that determines the structure of something is planning. The only tool that determines the structure of something is planning. So it's important to plan your idea, your insight, and this is a very important step to make your resolution to become a reality. Now, the last step is faithfulness. And here I'm not talking about faithfulness to your partner, or faithfulness to your friend, or faithfulness to your neighbor, or faithfulness to your spouse. I'm talking about faithfulness to God. And you can't make a New Year resolution without knowing this one important thing, that a new year is an opportunity that God has given us. It's an opportunity for me, it's an opportunity for you, it's an opportunity for every one of us to be more faithful to God. and in Galatians chapter 6 verse 10, it says, so then, while we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, and especially to those who are of the household of the faith. You see how important it is. Even the Bible tells us that if we get, as we have got this opportunity, let us do good. So it's important to know and to understand that it's not because of our own braveness or power or mighty that we have attained this another year, because we know that there were greater people than us, there were wealthier people than us, there were even healthier people than us, but yet still they didn't get this opportunity to see the new year. But we got this opportunity. It's only by the mercies of God and the grace of God. So we have to know that it's an opportunity we got to become more faithful to Him and to do good, faithful to His commandment, faithful to His instructions, faithful to His plan, because He's the one who gave us this opportunity to us. You know, in Isaiah chapter 43 verse 1, it says, do not fear, for I am the one who took you out of the land of the captivity, and I have made you mine. You see, so even to our situation, God is the one who took us from the past year and gave us the opportunity to come in this new year, and He has made us His. So we have to be faithful to Him. We have to be faithful to His commandment. We have to be faithful to His instruction, because He's the one who took us there, and He's the one who is going to sustain us and help us with that new year resolution. Because if we're faithful to Him, He's going to show Himself and His power and His mighty to our resolution and help us and strengthen us and give us the ability to attain them. You know, the one who took you there is the one who is going to sustain you. So be faithful to Him, and He's going to sustain you with your new year resolution. So these are the 5 steps that are going to help you to have a new year resolution that is impactful, to bring results to that new year resolution, so that it don't just remain as a resolution, as a plan, as an idea, as an insight, but it bring results at the end of the day. So be blessed and have a happy new year.